a school shooter has been moved to adult prison. Let's get over into that and see what this whole thing is about. We're going to start with a video about the 3-year-old killing and school shooting, and then we'll get over into the new videos about him moving to adult court. Let's get over into it.
The mother of a student fatally shot outside of a high school says she, like police, is trying to understand why he was murdered. 16-year-old Jayshawn Poirier was killed outside of Arlington Lamar High School last month, police say by a 15-year-old student. The mother says she can't say for sure if the two knew each other. Fox 4's Stephen Dial talked to her about what happened. Stephen.
Jayshawn Poirier would have turned 17 years old on Friday. His mother says that she wants the suspected gunman to be held accountable for the death of her son.
Unbelievable, crazy, not in a million years that I would think it would be my son, and so close to home.
Rashawn Jacob, the mother of Jayshawn Poirier, is still numb more than a month after police say her son was killed by another teen outside Lamar High School in Arlington. The shooting happened while students were waiting for the doors of the school to open.
I normally take him to the bus stop or whatnot, but that particular day I actually went to work early, and my daughter and her friends dropped him off at school, and not even less than 10 minutes it happened.
Poirier's family moved to Texas from Michigan last summer. Jacob says she spoke to her son on the phone before he left the house that morning. She called twice to make sure he arrived, but he didn't answer. That's when she knew something was wrong. Arlington investigators say the 15-year-old shooter brought a shotgun and a book bag. They say he shot and killed Poirier, and a teen girl was also hit but had non-life-threatening injuries. Jacob says she's unsure about whether her son knew the shooter, but feels he was not the intended target.
My son wasn't targeted, and it wasn't over no female or anything like that. It was just a random shooting.
Police believe the shooting was a targeted attack, although they have not said who the intended target was. And they do not believe the shooter intended to shoot more people at the school. There has been nothing in the charging documents or from police yet about a possible motive. The teen suspect is charged with capital murder and aggravated assault and remains in a juvenile detention center. The boy's father, who came to the first detention hearing, is now in federal custody. A search warrant the day of the shooting resulted in the discovery of 3 guns. The boy's father is a felon, so it's illegal to possess weapons. The shotgun used in the murder at the school was purchased by a relative of the boy's father, but we don't know how the teen got the weapon.
Whatever the judge decide to give it to him. If he give him life in prison, then that's what you need to take, because you took a life. And the kid knew what he was doing, so if you know what you're doing, it was premeditated, so he needs to serve the consequences.
100%. He needs to face the consequences. But we got the gist of this video. Let's get over into where he's getting sent to adult prison now.
A 19-year-old who was 15 when he shot and killed a Lamar High School student will be sent to the Texas prison system. Good evening. I'm Sean Rabb. Today, a judge had to decide whether Jonathan Porter should be paroled or go to the Texas Department of Corrections to continue serving his 40-year sentence. Fox 4's Dion Anglin reports.
Tarrant County Juvenile Court. Jonathan Lorenzo Porter, the convicted Lamar High School shooter who killed a fellow student and injured others in 2023, is now 19 and legally an adult. As such, Fox 4 is identifying him and showing his face.
6 months before this hearing, he's involved in 2 fights. One just last month. Nothing has changed.
Prosecutors arguing that Porter, who has shown violent behavior in juvenile detention and non-compliance with treatment programs, should move to the adult correctional system to continue serving his 40-year prison sentence.
Now, I don't know about the fights, because I understand being in jail and then you might have to fight, but not being willing to participate in the rehabilitation program itself, it shows that you don't want to be out. At least that's my thinking. Let's keep going.
And that decision is exactly what Judge Alex Kim, following witness testimony, agreed with. Another factor considered, this incident captured on surveillance when Porter attacked a juvenile court staffer and tried to escape the day his trial was set to begin.
And he took responsibility for his actions during those discussions, correct? He did. He never blamed it on anybody else. No.
Porter's defense attorney argued unsuccessfully the option to release him on parole with supervision.
He will be on parole. It's not as if this court is releasing him to the community with no rules, restrictions, or supervision. He will be released on parole. He's a good candidate for release because his needs can be met in the community.
He took this woman's son for no reason. Shot this woman, young lady, in the face. Didn't even see her or know her. He endangered approximately 20 other kids who were out there that day for no reason. He lied to law enforcement about why he committed this crime. He falsely accused 2 young men of sexual assault. Nothing's changed.
It was March 20th, 2023, outside Lamar High. Before the school day began, Porter opened fire, killing 15-year-old Jayshawn Poirier. His mother was present and pleased with the ruling.
It was a great decision to make. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and he need to get what he deserved. He took a life for no reason. He knew he wasn't supposed to take the gun to school.
Iyani Reynolds, sitting on a bench that day, was injured. Shrapnel lodged in her face. She continues to live with the trauma.
If I had moved my head or my body any other way, it could have been lodged in my neck. I wouldn't have gone home that day.
Judge Kim spoke directly to Porter before he was taken away to continue his confinement in a new adult prison system.
What bothers me is releasing somebody that may go back and engage in the same conduct again, and you haven't shown me that you won't. And that's why it disappoints me, but I feel like as a judge, I must transfer you to TDC.
In Fort Worth, Dion Anglin, Fox 4.
40 years. 40 years. Now let's get over into the AI breakdown just to find out more information about this whole situation. So, as we know, Jonathan Porter, who was convicted for the March 20, 2023 shooting at Lamar High School in Arlington, Texas, was officially transferred to the adult prison system. The shooting took place outside the school building just before the morning classes. Porter, who was 15 at the time, opened fire into a crowd of students with a shotgun, killing 16-year-old Jayshawn and injuring 16-year-old female students. In September 2023, a jury found Porter guilty of capital murder and attempted capital murder. So what was the motive? That's the main thing we want to see. What was the motive? We know that the motive remains highly contested as investigators concluded that the shooter acted for no reason and did not know the victim, while the defense argued the attack was triggered by the shooter's severe trauma and unsubstantiated claims of retaliation. During the court proceedings, several factors and conflicting stories emerged regarding his mindset. So Jonathan Porter told the court appointee's psychologist that he brought the shotgun to school because he was upset after being suspended and claimed that he had been sexually assaulted in a school's restroom in October 2022. He claimed to the doctors that he opened fire after spotting 2 individuals he believed were the students who assaulted him. Arlington's police department detective testified that they thoroughly investigated his allegations and found them to be entirely unsubstantiated. Prosecutors proved that Porter falsely accused these 2 completely innocent students. Law enforcement verified that Porter had no prior connection to Jayshawn or the injured female. The state maintained he simply set out to kill someone that day and fired indiscriminately into the crowd. A clinical psychologist testified that Porter had a very low IQ of 74 and suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder, borderline intellectual functioning, and impulse control disorder. The school records revealed that Porter had over 100 unexcused absences and multiple physical fights leading up to the shooting. He also reported a highly unstable relationship with his father. Well, I mean, it sounds like just based on the simple facts that he was getting in fights and he just wasn't participating in the rehabilitation classes and other stuff that they put on for the juveniles. It sounds like he didn't want to be rehabilitated or didn't care. So yes, it makes sense that he was moved to adult court. Y'all, let me know your thoughts and let me know if you disagree with anything I said. That's absolutely crazy.